Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Cry But Don't Quit Show. I'm India Miles, your host, and today we have another guest who's going to be sharing with us her challenge, hopefully something relatable, and the feedback that I look forward to giving to you. Would you like to introduce yourself and let me know why you're here today?
India, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be a part of this. So my name's Karla Scarbeck. I'm a wealth strategist at the Fitzpatrick Group. We're located in the Galleria as well as Northwest, closer to Vintage Park. I'm so happy to be here and to speak about challenges that we're facing as women in business. It's very important to share that. And so thank you for having this platform. My struggle, I would say, and a big challenge is finding the words to initiate those tough household conversations in regards to finances, money, mindset, everything in between, and truly educating and empowering women to have that confidence to address those with clarity. They know where they're going, they know their stuff, and that's been a challenge.
Yeah. What I'm hearing you say is that it's a challenge to get people to separate the service from the reasons why you do it, the passion that you have to not just sell it, but also live it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. And I'm sure we can all relate to that, where when we are creating these businesses or these community service initiatives or just the leadership roles that we step into, we're doing it from a place of passion first.
Yep.
You know, and that's expensive, but it's also frustrating. Overwhelming. Great word. It can be very overwhelming for that passion to be misconstrued as being pushy in sales, and it's not. You really want them to be educated, and if you could just reach inside their soul.
Well, and it's about exactly. And I feel like we all have that impostor syndrome, kind of those negative thoughts that come up when we approach people or try and educate people and are very passionate about what we love. But what's helped me the most is providing that value. And sometimes I really don't even initiate any type of, hey, are you going to convert into a client? No, it's about, hey, tax code, learn about this, learn about that, see if it applies to you. And so that's been my approach, and that's helped a little bit. But like you said, women, we've got a million tabs open. We've got a million ideas, a million things going on, kids, whatever, family, household. So it's about taking that moment and sitting down and actually addressing it. That's such a challenge too.
Yeah, I hear you. The challenge that you're facing is you did it for you, and you want to see them follow your leadership when it comes to that. And how do we do that? And my feedback to you when it comes to that would be for you to step into your leadership. You're kind of running from it, and I'm a pusher, and that's the piece where I really see you benefiting from coaching and strong personalities around you to basically tell you, hey, it gets to be uncomfortable. If you've gotten to the point where it's comfortable doing it this way, step it up a notch.
What's the next step?
Yeah.
No, I love that. Thank you for your feedback, really.
Yeah. So that leadership looks like you stepping in, fully into this role as an educator, full transparency, showing them what you do. Kill that imposter syndrome is telling you, well, I haven't made enough money yet, or I haven't mastered this yet, so I can't really show them that yet. That's all crap.
Yeah.
That's not true. What they want to see is the process. They want to see how you're managing your finances. How are you making these decisions? How are you having the conversation with your boyfriend about, how you guys are going to plan for a trip this summer or something like using the dialogue mixed with a little bit of reality TV, just a little bit of reality of hey, I want to see who you are when the business suit comes off in your home. And it's not a work environment where it's a different set of rules at home.
And I think that the clients that I have and the relationships that I've had with either mentors, clients, friends, or everything, what's so beautiful about entrepreneurship and being in the financial industry is creating that community. Yeah. Because I know I have people I can call on to really be like, hey, I need some advice. But then it's absolutely true. I think that I'm trying to build a business and a community where I can fully be 100% transparent, vulnerable in myself. It takes time. Yeah, but I'm on track, and I love the feedback because we're never done learning, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what I know. I'm not the only voice that's saying that. Where if you really utilize your social media as an educator and find scripts and things that you naturally say, like record the next conversation you have, even if you don't want to share that. Role playing is something you can just set up. We
were just talking about this.
Get a couple of clients and just bring them on a live or Friday fun tip or whatever, but just really trademarking your style of doing it that differentiates you from other people, great. But I'm thinking of the consumer that wants to learn from you and she doesn't know how to have those hard conversations. She's not excited about talking about money.
Right.
Her world is she's a math teacher. You know, she's not thinking about where she's going to be in 20 years. And the passion and zeal that you have and that you found is not shared.
Yeah.
You know, so first that human connection, which you understand, but it's also getting the information to her valuably and privately.
Yeah.
These are personal matters. We're talking about bad debt. We're talking about credit card usage. We're talking about, you know, not being able to go out every weekend in Houston right now where there's something going on all the time. These are very hard conversations to have. So if you really brand yourself as the go-to financial educator that teaches women how to have those conversations and not avoid them with their kids, with their husbands, that's a strong pain point that they're gonna feel. And I mean, I get amplified about it. I mean, I'm an intense person.
I mean, I'm
too.
Pumped right now.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, let's go.
So
what are we doing here? Why don't we go?
Let's go find some people. How's that land for you? I mean, does that get you thinking? What's going on with your social media right now? Like, what's keeping you from using your social media like that?
Honestly, just time. You know, that's the answer that everybody says, and it's also I wouldn't say I'm overflowing with clients to where, but you know, I'm booked 2 weeks out. So I know that what I'm doing right now is definitely working. I'm not saying I'm opposed to elevating more. Gosh, no, who would say that? But it's one of those things where the timing and then, no, you're right. I need to put myself out there and be way more vulnerable and just open up because I think that one person will have a conversation with me and they're like, what you just said, everyone needs to hear that. And people have been telling me that since I started working at this firm, and they're like, the way that you put that was good. Go tell people that. And so you're right. I think I need to own it. Didn't realize I'd be saying this today. That's the beauty of it, right? But no, it's true. And I approach it through financial health. I think that we're in a whole trend right now where wellness is very important. People are starting to realize that the way that we've been looking at our health, feeling really bad for so many years, people want to change that. And I think money is at the core of all of this. You can't afford those doctors that don't accept insurance. You can't afford the lifestyle or the food. So that's where I come in. So yeah, this is great.
And what I want to encourage you guys to do, like my workbook has step 9. You said the words. Step 9, literally the step is courage, and it says own it. And basically, it says that people will either remain uncomfortable at a comfortable level, or they'll step out on faith at an uncomfortable one. And what courage looks like is when you are getting so much feedback from the universe, from God, from your mentors, from everybody saying, Camilla, you're a leader. Do you know how many people told me to get in front of this camera?
Yeah.
I hated this process right here. This is the hardest part to be in your bedroom with a camera set up and nobody on the other side of it, no energy to feed off of. And that takes leadership. That takes courage. That takes repetition. It's not time. It's not a lack of the equipment. It's not all these reasons we give ourselves. They are saying that they want it. Yeah. That's a demand. And and to circle back to your point of us being in a financially unwell place, it's because people are lacking the courage to first and foremost admit that they are not financially well, because they lack the courage to not just admit it, but then go out here and do something, change something.
Yeah.
And a lot of it around women, unfortunately, it's the fact that, you know, the information is gatekept, or that somebody's banging on their door saying, hey, I got the information for you. Yeah. And they're too afraid to even have the conversation. Yeah. So not only when you step into this leadership, what I see is I do not see a financial strategist. I see a badass woman. That when you start talking about what matters to you, they're going to start listening, and then they will buy into the experience later. The biggest thing is that as long as you're doing the work, you're not leading. When you stop working the trenches, promoting, attending every event, and you sit back and you step in to what you know, like you said, when you're not even conscious of it. Like, I'm not even conscious about what I'm saying to you right now. Before you came, I'm telling that to my producer. I'm telling that to Nikki. I'm literally like this all day. Yeah. That's who you are, not what you do.
That's true.
And that is what the viewers are kind of relating to right now in this conversation. And what we all need to hear sometimes is, like, you know, if you strip back all of the sales part of it and you just talked about why you do it.
Yeah.
And you just did that for a week straight. Even you guys.
Challenge accepted.
A week straight, you just go and say, this is why I do it. And you remind yourself, day one, why'd you do this? You did this because you got sick and tired of kids struggling. You got sick and tired of, all these women coming along and saying, hey, my business is struggling or whatever. Or it really resonates with something inherent. Step 9 is the worksheet that I'm going to send you guys. Step 2 is the one that I'm going to bring you back to, which says, let what you love define you. Okay. Love doesn't pay the bills, but it definitely should define why you're doing it. That way, every time you open your mouth, it is with such passion and conviction that you are leading someone out of a dark place. All right. So thank you guys for doing those worksheets. Thank you, Camilla, for bringing this topic up, because so many people are creating businesses and platforms and they don't have anything valuable that's changing anybody's life. If there wasn't a mission to impact lives behind that, then it would not bother you that they're not getting it and they don't want to learn and they don't want to glean from you. Yeah. The challenge is they do, and you're like, hey, this is the way I want you to glean from me. And they're saying, no, I want you to come and just give me the advice and give me the expertise that I need, in a way where I don't have to be at a workshop or I don't have to be openly public about this. We're talking about something very personal. That they've not talked to anybody about. They have been crying themselves to sleep for weeks, talking about how they're going to pay their rent. They're going to, this is deeply personal when we get into finances. So if that's the demographic that you want to help, then you've got to do it in a way where it gets the information out there, but they're going to message you privately. Yeah. They kind of want to, be a little bit more secretive about that. So I think that's great feedback that you can run with. Before we go, would you mind to share a little bit more about how they can find your business, your
Absolutely.
Involvements, that kind of thing?
One other comment too, because you said a lot of amazing nuggets right there, and I really latched onto, and I think a lot of people are going to be able to relate to this. We start something out where year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and then we start getting into it, and then it's coming at you all at once, right? Yeah. And then we're told, hey, we'll step into your power and be a leader. And you're like, wait, one more thing. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm just being vulnerable and saying it. Yeah. This is phenomenal feedback. I'm going to let it sink in and let it sit. But I think sometimes we want to do it all, and it's okay to just take a pause and breathe. But also, I love that I'm in a room right now where that's the feedback that I'm being told, because no one has ever sat me down and said, yelled at you this the way. Oh no, yelled at for sure. Okay. But just it's valuable. So thank you for that. And then I'm on LinkedIn, Karla Scarbeck. I work at the Fitzpatrick Group. We're in the Galleria or Vintage Park. I'm also on Instagram, wealthandharmony.ks. And I'm pretty much all over social media. And very involved. Camilla's definitely the lady you want to follow and just see where she's going to be speaking next, because she's out there making sure that the information is getting to the to the women that she wants to serve. But bigger than that, like any private conversation you're having in your women's group about money, it's time, ladies. It's time that we are addressing either the lack of cash flow or high-fiving and celebrating each other when at least one of us got some money coming in, okay? So definitely stay connected to us at crybutdon'tquit.com, and we will see you next time. Take care. Thank you.